think we're good to go. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I was just trying to get my seat situated far enough away from the camera so that I wasn't sitting on top of you like this. Although I think we would all like to be up close and personal like this, yes? Also, have we noticed? I went dark with my nails. It's officially autumn, you guys. It's funny because it was like when the official first day of autumn happened in Ireland, it's like a switch flipped and the weather just turned to autumn and it was incredible. It's been so chilly, but we've had quite a lot of kind of bright sunny days, which has been amazing. It's a little bit gloomy outside and rainy today, but this is like the perfect kind of weather for sitting down, having a chat with some tea about all of the things that I have been loving over the month of September. I sat down last night and I watched Hocus Pocus and I wrote out all of the bits and pieces on my phone that I wanted to tell you about from the month of September. So without me yapping on for about 5 minutes for an introduction of this video, like I always do, let's get straight into my September favorites. As you all know, I never really switch up the way in which I do my makeup. I generally like my makeup to look fairly similar unless I'm going for like a crazy different type of an eye look or like a strong lip or something like that. But I have my kind of typical standard makeup look that I do every day that I don't have to think about. I'm sure we all have that makeup look though, that we don't actually have to think about, we just do it automatically. So I've been switching up the products that I have been using, hold on, this past month, and I've been using a couple of old trusties, some that I haven't used in a while and I don't know why, but I just started using again, so I wanted to tell you about them. Okay, first and foremost, I have been using a different eyeshadow palette. This is what I've been wearing on my eyes all of this month. These shadows are really pigmented, you guys. Like, I'm really impressed with the actual shadows. Like, you can go back and look at the video where I purchased this. I got this when I was in New York at the very start of this year and I absolutely loved it, and my opinions on the palette still ring true. I think it's a very versatile palette. It's very up my street when it comes to colors. You've got lots of neutrals, you've got some nice cool tones in there and some nicer warmer tones. You've got a mixture of matte shades and kind of more shimmer shades as well. I think you kind of got a little bit of everything. You got something light and then you can kind of like deepen things up with this brown. So you've really got an incredible mixture of colors in this eyeshadow palette, because I hate when you get an eyeshadow palette and they throw in like one random color. I just think it's really versatile and I really like the quality of the shadows. They're super easy to blend and I quite enjoy them. After that then, I also, this is really random because it's a mini, I've been using the NARS Laguna bronzer all of this month. So I actually got this bronzer in a glossy box and I hadn't gotten, or like I hadn't repurchased my Laguna bronzer in ages because I just had a lot of bronzers already in my collection that I kind of wanted to make my way through. I had a Becca bronzer, I had a bronzer in a Charlotte Tilbury palette, and I actually had another NARS bronzer in a palette that I was using. So I wasn't going to go and buy another bronzer when I had loads already to use. So I've kind of been semi-running out of the other ones, and as I said, this one came in a glossy box and it's one of those kind of tried and trusted and true products that I have loved for years upon years upon years. When I was doing makeup, this was one of the staples in my kit. This one and the Charlotte Tilbury Bronze and Glow highlight and contour palette. So it's been a while since I used that, but this is what I've been using all of the month of September. It's what I have on right now. It's a beautiful bronzer, but you can also use it to contour because it's not super shimmery. It's got a nice glow to it, so it's great for warming up your face without kind of being too glittery, and it's a really great tone or shade for my skin tone as well because it doesn't look mucky on my skin. It's not too dark, it's not too cool, it's just a really good neutral shade. So yeah, that's what it looks like there. Concealer wise, now generally I am like a NARS gal when it comes to concealer, but I've been switching it up this month. I did use my Tarte Shape Tape. I had like a little bit in it left to use at the start of this month and I finished up with it, and then I moved on to this one from MAC that I completely forgot that I had, and I used to use this a lot when I was doing makeup and I just completely forgot about it, but it's the MAC Select Moisture Cover concealer. If if you are on the lookout, a lot of you guys always ask me about a concealer that's super lightweight, but it does still provide you with a decent amount of coverage. This is a nice concealer for that. Fantastic for under the eyes. It's so lightweight. Like, I think it, even in the name moisture cover, it's very hydrating, so it doesn't crease. I mean, when I say it's lightweight, it's very lightweight. Like, you think kind of it's not as thick as a tinted moisturizer. I'd say this is kind of like a water-based concealer. It's very kind of liquidy in texture, but it just kind of melts into your skin under your eyes. So I've been using this. Generally, I don't really conceal anywhere else over my face other than under my eyes and down the center of my face. Even if I've got like blemishes and stuff, I don't really care if you can see them. Like, I have a couple of like spots and stuff here. I don't really care if you can see them a little bit. Like, we all have skin, we all get blemishes, we all get spots. This one here I just find has been really nice for something like super lightweight underneath the eye area. And then lastly, in makeup products, this is a big deal, you guys. I am not wearing this today, which is typical. I should have put this on this morning just so you could see what it looks like on. But this is a big deal, you guys. When I mention a lipstick, that's not a Charlotte Tilbury product. So again, I got this in a glossy box. This is why glossy boxes are great, because it introduces you to products that you wouldn't buy yourself, basically, that you might like, but you just never kind of take the plunge and get it. I think this actually might have came in the same glossy box that this NARS concealer kit, or NARS NARS bronzer came in. So this is the Down to an Art lipstick. Now this is a matte lipstick, and it's not the, I think MAC have a formula that's called their Retro Matte, and their Retro Matte lipsticks are so matte. I find them a little bit uncomfortable on my lips. I don't really mind the matte ones too much though. My lips are a little bit dry today, so I put on something a little bit more creamy, but I've been really loving this. This is like the perfect Your Lips But Better shade. A lot of you have actually gone out and got this because I showed this on my Insta stories recently and you all loved it as well. So as you can see, it's a little bit kind of Velvet Teddy-esque almost. It's in line with those types of shades from MAC, but I've just been layering it over Iconic Nude lip liner from Charlotte Tilbury, and it's been working a treat. I really like it. I think it's going to be a lovely one for autumn. It's kind of like a deep neutral color with a kind of pinky, browny pinky undertone, but yeah, absolutely love it, and I've been wearing it quite a lot. Let's move on to fashion. I only have 3 fashion items or clothing items. I haven't really picked up a lot over the month of September because you're kind of like mid-season. I have a lot that kind of will do me for this time of the year anyway, so I didn't feel the need to like get loads of things. I only picked up things that I needed, which is generally how I buy anyway. I don't buy random stuff. I always just buy stuff that I'm gonna wear or that I need, that there's like a gap for in my closet basically. So first and foremost, I can't remember when I got this, but I think I got this in September. I'm gonna show it to you anyway because I have literally lived in it this past month, and it's this workout set from H&M. I love this set. It comes in a black as well, but I got it in this kind of like sage greeny grey kind of a color. It's got this top and then the matching leggings. So it's got this really flattering kind of panel over your tummy where the fabric kind of wraps over itself. It's quite thick as well, so it's great for like holding you in. And then the top does the same, but this here part isn't quite as thick, which I like. It was a very intelligent design concept because it doesn't dig into your stomach then and give you all of the like non-flattering tummy rolls and stuff like that. But I have lived in this. It's super soft, very comfortable, and as I said, comes in a black as well. Yeah, have absolutely loved them. Then also from H&M, coat season, you guys. So I mentioned this on a video that I filmed recently. It was like an online shop with me that I had picked up this from the H&M Kangol collection. It says on the website that this is mustard. I would call this chartreuse because I really think it leans more towards the green color, but it's just a green hover coat. It has a kind of utility style because of this patch here and the kind of like thick kind of utility style zipper as well. It says Kangol on the front of it. It's so toasty and so warm. I am so into the puffer coat trend for this year. I haven't really been I haven't really been much of a puffer coat girl over the years. I have some, but it's definitely something that I think is vital when it gets freaking freezing in Ireland. So I'm really, really glad to have this. Even right now, just to throw on with a pair of black skinny jeans and kind of like hiking-esque boots, I think this is gonna look really cool, or some like lace-up ankle boots. I think I'm gonna get tons of wear out of this. Plus, I've just been wearing it going out for walks with Pippa, and I love the color. I love that it's something brighter for like gloomy days, that I'm not wearing black all the time. A little bit of variation of color in the wardrobe is always good, so I have been loving that. And then the last fashion favorites is a really, really random one, but technically it's fashion, so I'm gonna show you these socks. I don't know if I've ever told you guys, but I freaking love socks. I buy socks like I buy cups or mugs. I have just a bit of an addiction. But I picked these ones up in Marks and Spencer's, and I think they are so cute. I actually got 2 pairs of them because I love them that much. I love socks, and I love anything that has my initials, so anything that's monogrammed or personalized, I love. So as you can see, it's got a little blue G on the side of them, and they're kind of like a knitted, ribbed, like grey sock with a little like pink ankle or pink heel and pink toe, and has a little pink trim here. I'm gonna see if I can link, obviously I'll try and link everything, but I'm gonna see if I can find these on their website because they are adorable. And I know it's a little premature for some people about Christmas, but these would make a great stocking stuffer. I actually bought these for my friends last year for Christmas, like monogrammed socks, and they loved them. But yeah, I picked those up from Marks and Spencer's. They're super toasty, and I just think they're really, really cute. Okay, and last but not least, I have been trying very hard not to ramble in this video today. I think I'm doing quite well. We're moving on to my lifestyle favorites, or just my life favorites in general. Sorry, the light's going a bit crazy. It's just gonna possibly start lashing rain outside. The Great British Bake Off is back. When you're watching this video, it's going to be a Tuesday, so the Great British Bake Off is on tonight as well. So tonight's episode is going to be episode 2 of the new season. As of recording this, there's only been 1 episode of it on, and you guys, it is everything that I needed in my life right now. Just some good, easy watching fun. I love everything about it this year. It made me really emotional actually, seeing at the start of it the way that they had arranged it, because obviously in order to film it this year in particular, they had to quarantine the contestants for 2 weeks before recording started, and they basically made them live in a bubble. So usually when they're filming that, they can go and see their families, but whilst they were on the show, they couldn't see their families at all. So they were really giving us love by quarantining themselves and isolating themselves from their family for us to get some entertainment out of it. But I just love everything about the Great British Bake Off. It's just like good, wholesome viewing. I swear I just heard Pippa barking. Pippa is currently on a play date, and I am now that mom that hears phantom dog barks. Anyway, if you don't know what it is, basically it's a baking competition where there's like amateur bakers. I think there could be 10, 12 or something like that. They have 3 challenges. They have to do a technical, they have to do a, oh my god, what is it? A technical, a showstopper, and I can't remember what the third one is. But anyway, it's just hilarious. Last week they had to make, as their showstopper, they had to make a bust of somebody that was their hero, and a girl made a bust of Lupita Nyong'o, and it was so funny. It looked nothing like her. Her dress was really impressive, like the way that she had made the dress out of like the fondant and stuff like that, but poor Lupita Nyong'o, it just did not look like her at all. But yeah, baking, cooking shows, anything like that are my guilty pleasure, especially at this time of the year because 'tis the season and all that good stuff. But I'm just so happy the Great British Bake Off's back. Speaking of watching things, movies, I've been watching a lot of movies recently. Every Friday and Saturday night I've been sitting down with some popcorn and a glass of Prosecco and kind of unwinding at the end of the week. And since I have got my Google Chromecast, I can like watch my Disney Plus now on my TV, which is amazing. Probably should have included that in my favorites. I've loved that too. But I've been watching a lot of Disney Plus. So over the past couple of weeks, I have watched both Twitches Movies, excellent movies. They're classics, typical ones that I just love to watch every year. And also all of the Halloween Town movies. Now my personal favourite Halloween Town is Return to Halloween Town, which is the last one. Marnie is not actually Marnie in it. She's played by a different actress, but I just love that movie. It's just my favourite one. I don't know what it is about that movie, but I just love it. I think I enjoy movies where like the people go to school or go to college or something like that. It's like a running theme in like movies that I enjoy from Disney-esque types of movies. But yeah, I really love those. If you haven't watched any of them before, I highly encourage you watch them to get you into the festive spirit for Halloween time. I will be watching all of them again before October 31st hits, but I've been loving all of those. Okay, this is a random one, but I just wanted to throw it out there. If you are looking for a salad combination or like a bowl combination for this season, I went for lunch with my mum 2 weeks ago, and I've been back to the place since, but it's literally, I have been addicted to eating it now. I've started making it at home for myself. I got this bowl when I was out and it was delicious. Get a pen and paper and write down this combination. Roasted veg, I use roasted carrots and I just roast them in olive oil, salt, pepper and oregano. 180 degrees for 20 minutes. Avocado, hummus, quinoa, tomato, radish, mixed leaves and tahini dressing. I'm gonna leave a link in the description box for a tahini dressing that I make, and it is delicious. So throw all of that in a bowl, mix it all up. Did I mention avocado? There's avocado in it as well. Oh my lord, you guys. I think when you go to a place and you like a thing from the menu that much that you try and recreate it at home, you know it's good. So just if you're on the lookout for some foodie inspiration for the coming month for like a salad that's like not so summery, it's a little bit more autumnal, that one is delish. And then lastly, I needed to mention that I'm so excited and that I have been loving all of my autumn and Halloween decor for this year. So if you missed it, I did a whole like decorate with me for autumn on the channel already. I'm going to leave a link to the video in the description box. I leave it in the description box, but I'll also leave it up here at the top of the screen if you want to watch it. But I have done the majority of my decorating for the season this year already, and I have just loved it. I love having the house decorated. It just feels so cozy. It's nice in the like spring and summer to have it a little bit less cluttered and a bit more fresh, but when it gets to this time of the year, I just love decor. So I go all out for the autumn season. Actually, a couple of you had mentioned this. You were like, I didn't think like Halloween or autumn like decorating for it was like that big in Ireland, and it's not really. I wouldn't say that it is, but in my house my mum is always decorated for every season. She decorates for Easter, she decorates for autumn, she decorates obviously for Christmas. So I've obviously carried on that tradition in my house. I just love having decor up and it just makes me feel good. It makes me feel happy. I am a very festive individual. I just like celebrating festive times of the year, so I will do that with festive decor. So if you want to see any of that, as I said, I will leave the video linked if you want to go and have a look at my decorating process. But that is it. That's all of the things that I've been loving over the month of September. So I hope you enjoyed hearing all about the things that I have been loving. I would love to know if there's anything in particular that you've been loving down in the comment section. If there's been a movie that you loved, a makeup product that you loved, something that you've done, even if you've gone somewhere. I'm very jealous if anybody has like pumpkin patches and stuff that they can go to at this time of the year, because we generally don't have anything like that around the area where I live. So I don't think there's going to be any of that this year, unfortunately. But I will definitely make a way of feeling festive and doing festive things anyway. But let me know what you've been loving in the month of September. I'd love to know. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. I hope you have enjoyed getting to sit down and have a chat with me. I hope you have been able to finish your tea, because I have taken one sip out of it and haven't drank the rest of it. I'm gonna do that now. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all again really soon in my next video. Bye.